Hey guys, welcome to the woods. Well, kind of tell it's getting late in the day, and it's always taking me longer to get to my video mode. But at least I've been doing enough videos recently that I can keep them short now, because I don't really need to explain the whole concept of things so much. Sometimes I feel like I throw something out there and I better give some groundwork for it. But just go back to my other videos. They're all numbered for that reason. Not that they really build on anything. I totally have no plan of how this is going, other than we're on a spiritual journey together. As I get tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and spread my love vibration around the planet, which we all do, of course, I'm creating a version of the planet according to my dreams and to what I feel. And we're all doing that. But we have control over what we feel to an extent. That's why I always say it's leaning. We're leaning towards something. Nothing's black and white. Nothing's yes and no. Nothing's right or wrong. I think we've gotten past that point, right? Everything's acceptable. You just have to, if something feels friction about something, then you know it's your own inner, it's there to show you. It's a matching vibration, and you're just not liking it. So choose a higher version of yourself. Focus more on the love. Feel the perfection of everything that's happening around you. Now, easier said than done, which is my point I wanted to make today in our short little message, because I've been out here all afternoon. And not that I'm tired, but it's just... it's been tough to get this video going, which sort of goes along with the whole point I'm trying to make. So, day after Christmas Eve, we sort of had Christmas Day on Christmas Eve, so Christmas Day was like a reenactment, and then today was like, whew. Not that we saw a lot of people, but, it's still the holidays. You're still sort of doing all the same things energetically. So what else is happening energetically is it's a little bit tougher to wake up with that really, blissful feeling where everything is just working out. I'll try to show you more of the water. I meant to do that. Better angle, right? But I'm not really comfortable where I'm standing. There we go. Yeah, that's a good view. All right, so headed to the water, and I'm parked not too far from here. But my point is this. Taking the time and figuring out what in your day brings your sense of, I don't want to say your vibration necessarily, but your energy, your becoming more clear. You can tell the difference, right? You can tell when it's funky and things are like, nothing's popping and kicking and getting exciting than anything you think about or feel or experience from other people. So you're in a little down vibration. It's going to be more apparent during the holidays. And the trick with it is, though, is to take that sense of, I'm not really popping today. I don't feel as much like everything's perfect. I feel like if I really thought about some particular things, I could probably find out what I don't like about it. And so you're just getting out ahead of it, as Abraham Hicks says. And when you get out ahead of it, you're just pulling out one of the tools out of your toolbox that you've developed over the years. And they're always based on things that you've experienced for yourself. Like, I know that when I wake up and do my meditation or take time to focus on my sense of perfection of who I am, if nothing else, to sort of get a sense of how my vibration is. And a lot of times it has to do or it's correlated with my dreams. I have sort of not a bad dream, but just a little disruptive. And then you wake up and you sort of got to work your way out of disruptive. And that's not a fun thing, but it's going to happen sometimes no matter what you do. So it's part of the beauty of being on planet Earth. It's the contrast. You want that contrast between what you feel would be the most ideal version and what you're experiencing. And then you can fuss your way through. And I'm not going to get into all the details of that, right? I mean, everyone has their own stuff, their own drama, their own life that put them where they are. But in the end, when we're talking about vibration, like we're always talking about, an energy transfer between people and the planet's position in the galaxy, and how that all affects how connected to source I can be, how I'm connected to my true self, how connected to the energy ball around that makes up my piece of matter on planet Earth. the connection is better in different parts of the galaxy, and it's at different times it's better. And the collective consciousness of the psyche of the planet has a lot to do with, so holidays mean things to humans, That's why there's more deaths happen right after the holidays. It's like, I'm going to go through these holidays and check out. Well, that's all part of the beauty of being a conscious being. We can project energy to situations, like a December 25th, which, and like December 21st, when everybody was big on the planets all moving. The planets is important, but it's important for you to figure out where you are in the galaxy in a 24,000 year cycle around the galaxy, and realize that we're in a very positive, popping, higher vibration, increasing stage. That's a terrible way to say that, but I had to just kind of feel it. But you know what I'm saying. I'll say it to you in 10 more ways anyway. But the planet is moving around the galaxy, and at some parts in the galaxy, the vibration that has an effect on the vibration of the planet is its position in the galaxy and where it is in juxtaposition to other planets and in the galaxy. So not just around our solar system, because our solar system is evolving also. So this 24,000 year circle that we don't like to think about too much, because it's kind of like soupy science. What does it matter? But it has a lot to do with how loving you're going to be and how connected to your true self. And that's not a judgment. It's just we're in a tricky spot. So it's, humans are definitely, this is the point where I think it's important to really focus on, though. Humans are evolving to a more loving, more positive, more harmonious being with each other and the planet and everything around us. That's coming no matter what. Now, if you want to be part of that, or if you want to be at least, as I always say, 10% happier in your own skin is a beautiful day, right? If you want to move to that direction, you got to feel what feels like I'm being more considerate to myself. I'm respecting myself more. I'm honoring myself more. I'm empowering myself more. I'm putting worth on myself. You've got one vessel to pop up on this planet. It's yourself. That's it. You're just bouncing off of everybody else. And if you're looking to please or protect anyone else, then you really know for sure you're barking up the wrong tree. You've got to be working on yourself alone. It's a solo journey. You're not going to find it in a church. You're not going to find it in a Bible. You're not going to find it in someone else's wisdom. You're not going to find it in this video. In fact, because I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you it's found within, and it's found just leaning. You just got to feel. What puts me in a sense of waking up in the morning, day after day, trying to build on the sense of everything is perfect. Everything is working out. I don't have anything I need to get up and go do. But I have things that I want to do. I have things I'm excited about. I have dreams about things. I've had feelings. I've had vibrational downloads of just a sense of things coming that are so beautiful and so enlightening and so just, you could fester it into little details and say, it could tell you how advanced man is going to inhabit the earth and how things would be more harmonious with nature and ourselves and all that kind of stuff, that whole... And the way I sort of describe it as sort of a culminating point here is that there's, little family of deer, all different ages, going right up the hill in front of me. Yeah, why not? You can watch them. I'll watch them in the camera. Anyway, to a lot of people are like, oh, just more deer? Some people it's like, oh, there's dinner. Why can't I see them in the camera? Anyway, I guess as soon as I turned around, they scooted off. That's what deer do, right? All right, sorry for station identification. You're in the woods. Anyway, the water is what I really came to show you. And just remind you that you're just an energy ball of love. And when you're not feeling and being and acting like an energy ball of love, then you get turbulence. And turbulence comes as all forms, shapes, and sizes. But it's just the funkiness of I'm just not being as tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to my higher self, my energy ball, my aura, my soul, my whatever you want to call it, right? We all know it's there. We all feel it. We all feel when we're more tuned in. We feel when we're less tuned in. And I'm just reminding you to stay more tuned in by figuring out what you're going to put in your toolbox, in your tool belt. waking up in the morning, I like to put something in my ear if I'm not having a really good day. Someone else is saying they're having a really good day, you know, so to speak. But I always want to hear from people who are having a good day. I never want to hear from anybody who's complaining about something. That just pulls you down energetically. You got to work your way out of their dialogue now too. So you don't want to hear anybody's negative dialogue. That's why I like Abraham Hicks, Matt Kahn, Eckhart Tolle, any of those. And then there's a bunch of really good teachers that I think are good too, but I think those people just kind of have a really clean message that you can always sort of dip into. And it's a great tool, and it helps you to get... So anyway, so that also during the day, you know, you do some work, you go back to that stage, whether it's your lunch break or you've got an after, you know, some time between work and dinner, or between dinner and bed, or, you know, somewhere you got to find a whole bunch of those little segments throughout your day where you're going to focus on your breath and getting in tune with your breath and that rhythm of what's the slow 5 to 7 breaths per minute that's just relaxation. I don't have to be meditating. I can be in the woods listening. I got headphones in this hat. And, you know, so the right music can do it. The right message from someone can do it. You know, pictures. But just get more focused. Technology is here to help us get on this journey, but get more focused on just more love message. Only the love message. You're an energy ball. You can do no wrong. We're all here just to express our version of love to the best we can, given this tricky environment we call planet Earth that we're vibrating with in this part of the galaxy where things are a little bit tricky. But it is a very positive part. I started to say that earlier. Very positive part of the galaxy. It's like springtime. If the planet going 24,000 years around the galaxy had winter, summer, spring, and fall, the Dark Ages was the winter, and we're in spring right now. We're coming up around, and it's right at spring. Things start really popping and changing quickly, and we start realizing we have the seeds for some really big things, like this technology and all this kind of stuff. You know, things are going to change a lot, but we're going to be so much better off, and we're going to be able to be so softer to everything and everyone around us. Our ability to look at what we've done with this virus. You know, we got something that can kill us, and faster than it can get around the planet, we've got a vaccine to it, you know? Rounded up all the wagons and all the planet. It's got to be a powerful changer of who we really are and how we're going to experience these upcoming years. But we also see, right, that leaning towards being overly fearful wasn't what solved all this. It's the ambition of people thinking, yes, we can beat this. So don't get that part mixed up. Yes, we can beat this is always the mantra, is always the sense of self that you're trying to lean towards. Everything is always working out for me. That's what Abraham says through whatever Hicks is her last name. No relation, by the way. But I can't remember her first name for some reason right now. But she channels Abraham. And it's just a real clean message. And it has a lot of this same kind of stuff that I'm talking about. And it doesn't carry a lot of the past baggage. Sort of like trying to unravel your spirituality through the dialogue of Christmas. It's like you kind of got to drop the Christmas thing and the Santa Claus and the snowman and St. Nicholas and stuff like that. It's a little bit different narrative. We all know that because we've grown up. Well, the same thing happens with everything else. You just, not that a religion isn't a beautiful tool, and there's so much depth. You're going to go back to the Bible and back to religion to get sort of just almost for fun and a little bit of verification of where you already are on your paradigm, and say, now that I reinterpret what the message was that I was given as a kid, I'm like, that's not what I took it as. It was not what it was meant at all. And you can say the same thing many times. And if fearful people on the planet are interpreting a message of love, they can make it you'll only get love if, right? Then it's the same. It's still a love message, still says love, but only if. Well, there is no only if. You are the love bomb. You are the ultimate love machine. And you're more than worthy, and you're more than perfect. There's nothing you could, can, and ever will do wrong. That's all a farce about the whole, you'll be judged. You're being judged right now in the moment by yourself. So you're your own inhibitor of reaching out and receiving all the power that you really are. But anyway, that's something to put in your pipe and smoke for the holidays. All right. So there's the nice water. Come out in the woods. There's something magical about being outside for sure. And I swore this one was going to be short. I'm 14 minutes and 50 seconds, so that's going to be my limit. Love you guys. Throw love bombs. Immerse yourself in love bombs. And just remember, when you have a tough day, it's going to build. As those tough days pile up, and all of a sudden you pop and you have a really joyous day and you feel so good about yourself. So just keep reminding yourself you're doing the best you can. Everybody's doing the best they can. If we could do better, we would. We're not going to do better. We're just doing what we're doing. Enjoy what we've got. Resistance to what is what we're trying to avoid. All right. See you guys.